Limiting myself to a lot of discounter websites means that I don't get my hands on other niche brands that I would have never heard of. There are, believe it or not, a couple of websites, couple of brands that are like exclusive to certain websites. So you can literally only find it on, certain websites. So today's fragrances are going to be some that are exclusive to, for example, Oman Luxury is only found, at least during the time that I look, rarely you'll find it on other discounters than Max Aroma, and a few other ones, including Mind Games and a new release as well. So today we're going to be diving into more so niche fragrances, and I've got a bunch of those cheapies. I got a bunch of those cheapies also sitting around here waiting to be unboxed as well. In the next live fragrance haul that I do, I plan on doing Middle Eastern niche, so we'll be blind buying a bunch of Middle Eastern niche very soon. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Neeb, and you're watching AROMATIX. So if you're not already subscribed, I encourage you to do so. All these fragrances you can find for the most part on some of them you can find Max Aroma, some of them Twisted Lily. Use the AROMATIX to save some dough and ultimately find them wherever you can cheaper. I believe actually Max Aroma, the Oman Luxury fragrances, you can get it right now cheaper than even my code. So it's around 185. And if you compare it comparatively to Amouage, and I place them in a similar realm, they're both from Oman and they're both luxury fragrances. That's actually pretty damn good of a deal. So 185 right now. So I figured it'd be the best time to talk about Oman luxury fragrances. I have, as of right now, 3 of them. Paramore would be one of the best entry levels to get into. It's got some like dried fruits. It's very sexy, ambery, and warm. Very easy to like, and still something high-end quality smelling, and it's perfect for the fall time. Today we've got Royal Incense. There's another one that I have. The most expensive one from them is called Anram. Well, that I have at least, because they also have Khanjar and another one. I also have Belfiore, which is like this apricot-centered fragrance. These are all niche-style DNAs. They might not be the safest blind buy, but I believe you can either pick up a decant at Max Aroma or some of the other decant websites in the description. So check that out. And with all that laid out, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today's scent of the day, believe it or not, is that Black Anubis. And then once I got to the gym or I swapped my shirts and I used this balm that I have. It's a new balm from thebomb.com. And it's called the Boom Balm. I don't know. It smells like Lafayette Street. Bond number 9 Lafayette Street. Also smells like Oud Overdose. I put a couple of my pulse points. I can smell myself the entire time. Those are like perfect for people who go to the office, to the gym, who don't want to be offensive but still want to smell themselves. Really good. It's called the Boom Balm. It's, what is it called? Thebomb.com. You can use Balm 10 to save money, or you can use AROMATIX, whatever. I don't care, but it is good. I like to use that a little bit more so than lotion, scented lotions and primers, because I could just like put it on. It comes in like a nice little canister. I'd show you guys right now, but I don't think I have it with me. I left it in my gym. Oh, is this? No, this is just the box. DBDC. Anyways, what are your scent of the days? Drop it. If you're here watching live, welcome to the live chat. If not, then it's all good, bro. Still subscribe. Yeah? All right. All right. So let's see. I believe Moses, I believe they do ship. It's not always that I get from Max Aroma. And like I said, a lot of the time that I do get from Max Aroma, it's going to be the more exclusive lineup. Like, for example, Spirited Dubai Fahama. That's like your Spirited Dubai's, I believe, they're exclusives to Max Aroma, but they are phenomenal. I plan on picking up Bahr from them, which is Bahar. That's what people say. It's ocean. And then also Maidan, which is like a lounge seat. So I'm going to be grabbing a lot more of their fragrances. It's only right that, we plug in the code, right? But ultimately, like I said, and like I always say, get it wherever it's cheapest. If you buy it off Max Aroma and there's another code that's cheaper, fuck it, do it. Yeah. So W for everybody. That's all that matters. Let's just share. Is it good? Is it not good? And keep it moving. There are a few here that I don't even like. One that was, I got it because of some other live stream when we bought. Anyways, it's from Moresque, I believe. Oh, shout outs to the Discord. Shout outs to all of you in the Discord, the AROMATIX server. It is official. We have an AROMATIX Discord. So a lot of recommendations have been coming in. It's a good time. We chat in there. We text. There's like a group for like clothes, like what is, outfit of the day. There's a gym section. It's really interesting. It's my first time using it. I feel like a fucking old man using it, but trying to learn the ropes. But it's good so far. It's about day 3. And we're up to like 200 followers. So if you're interested in connecting with us, talking, chatting, getting the real inside scoops, no brands. We will weed you the fuck out, and we will kick you the fuck out, okay? Shout outs to the moderators. I'm just messing around, I swear to God. I love you guys. So Travis is wearing silver blue. That's what's up, bro. We need some car scent companies. Sure. Yes, we need better ones. Like I love the tree. What is it called? The black ice. But man, that stuff smells cheap. You're in the server. What up, brown boy? That's what's up. What's up? You lent for baby cat? Have you tried Arabia Prestige? I tried it once. It's very smooth. It's very clean. It smells really good. My first Leighton bottle's arriving on Monday. Fucking cheers, man. Amazing. Amazing, bro. I'd say spray it on your wiener, but it's probably going to burn, so don't do that. Yo, what up, Cash? Gisada Man Ambassador EDP. I like the original, bro, and that's the only one I like. Little Trees what? Little Trees Gold. Oh, okay, cool. It's the only one worth getting. I don't know, bro. I like the black ice. How was Black Copper drop? It's a beast mode style, like Hachibat and stuff. It depends on what you like, bro. I haven't tried the bubbly. But the bubbly is probably going to smell a lot like Suits. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, you guys. We've got quite a few. They also have a Turkish house. I'm part Turkish, by the way, if you didn't know, now you know, and Yemeni. And they have a Turkish house that's also exclusive to Max Aroma. It's called Regalien, whatever, Istanbul. Also, some of the best houses, including Unique Luxury, is from Turkey. They have some strong-ass oils. Wherever they source their stuff from, it's regional. It's really strong. And it's like more towards like the French side of things. It's just like punchy-ass French fragrances, which is really nice. The Turks know what they're doing when it comes to fragrances. So let's go ahead and get started with Oud Aquilaria. Oh, not Royal Incense, sorry. Oud Aquilaria from Oman Luxury. So not long ago, I did sample the house, the entire house. And I don't want to say that I was like in a premature state, but my senses have developed. Since then, Roja's Amber Oud smelled like hot breath. And since then, I like it. I love it. It doesn't smell like hot breath anymore. Like, I genuinely appreciate the accords. It's like a light, floral take on this animalistic amber more so than anything. I was actually surprised that it didn't last as long as what I remembered it to last, but nevertheless, it's still a beautiful fragrance. And I remember Oud Aquilaria and a lot of the other Oman luxuries. First off, the first thing that I noticed with the whole house is that actually the sample set I got was from Max Aroma. Was that they all stood out in quality. But I remember some of them being like I was on the fence. But now that I have a few of the collection, I do plan on completing it. Like, that's it. Like, when I set my mind on something, it's game over, boys. Another house that I plan on doing that with is Mind Games. Their bottles, they're fucking nice. So let's go ahead and look at Oud Aquilaria. And I'm going to be presenting this on screen as we look at it together. Here we go. So Oman Luxury, Middle Eastern niche. So this is technically a Middle Eastern niche company, okay? Aromatic Oud, Fruity Rose, and Fresh Spicy. People are rating it really high, and they're saying most appropriate for the fall time. If there's anything that's truly, I mean, most of these are going to end up being sent to the day. So if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, I highly encourage you to do so you can see the day that I do rock these fragrances, okay? So we've got Apple, Rosemary, Pink Pepper. How did I not like this? So what I'm like, this is drawing like Greenlee style openings. But then we've got a lot of rose, cloves. I love cloves, clary sage, and oud. Patchouli and amber combinations in the dry down is a very typical Middle Eastern style, but I don't remember this being a typical house of Middle Eastern niche. So it looks excellent. I think the notes look great. So let's see. It's crazy how a nose, Persephone's dad says, it's crazy how a nose can change with the more items you smell. Yeah, 100%. Not just that, also, mood plays a factor. Sometimes you have different cravings. I mean, I can eat pizza I can eat pizza my whole life. So what the fuck was I going to say with that one? No, but like, maybe you're on like who knows? You know what I'm trying to say, guys, whatever. French Defense, scent of the day. Awesome. You smell really good. Cherry, ambers, soft, but decent projection or longevity, I should say. Beautiful fragrance. Thoughts on Viva More Caramel Pop? I don't have this one. See, that's why I kind of wanted to veer off of discounters, because I mean, like 95% of the stuff I was buying was discounters, and it was holding me back from trying houses like, what are some brands you guys know about? Actually, let me know down in the comment section or right now in the chats as well. Give me a couple of brands that you guys have not seen on discounters. Like Moresque, I don't see too many. Ex Nilo, I think they just started getting on like Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy. But there's also whatever brand makes Sugar Addict. Who else? There's quite a few. There's actually quite a few brands. And so I'm kind of tired of like just seeing the same ones and then eventually getting into it, because sometimes they'll be interesting. Anyways, you guys get the point. Let me know what you guys think on that. Opinion on Morning Chess. I don't know yet. Best under $30, Amber Vanilla Cologne. Amber Vanilla Clone. Amber and vanilla, so it's got to be rich. Go for Invicto Victory. It's more like chocolate, but I get this. No, it's actually vanilla. Vanilla Amber. Invicto Victory. Not the elixir, but the elixir is better. All right, let's go ahead. And yeah, Argos is not at discounters sometimes, Sam. And that is honest to God. I know a lot of people might think it's an influencer brand. Fuck no, it's not. It's amazing. The quality of those fragrances, just try it. Just try it and go from there. Don't use my code if that's what it takes for you to try. I don't care. It's really good. It's really, really good. The House of Diptyque. Diptyque, I don't really care for Diptyque, though. I've tried them in the stores. I'm just being honest. I just think that for the prices, they could offer you more. They do have beautiful fragrances, though. But yeah. Oftentimes, they sell out. That's the thing. They might come, but they sell out really fast because it's like as soon as they hit the it's so uncommon. Tobacco Honey by Guerlain, worth the money. I think for the West, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Narcotica, sure. Ajmal has a lot of fragrances that are not on discounters as well. All right, so let's go ahead and crack this open. The presentation on these are absolutely spectacular. This magnetic cap, it's crazy with this little plate. Reminds me the little thing. It's, what is that, Green Lantern or something like that? It reminds me of that. Atomizer on this is also high quality stuff. And here we go. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Get a very crisp and very prominent clove right from the top. Clove, rose, and rosemary with apple. Oriental, definitely Oriental at the top. I'm not sure. I'm not really getting incensey, but I am getting pretty Middle Eastern. Very aromatic, extremely aromatic. Even a little bit dry. It seems like a very tart apple or acidic. And I think it's a combination of like roses. These are unripened roses along with the apple, kind of recreating more of like a green apple, which is crisp. It's attention grabbing. A little bit of a roughness from peppers, patchouli, etc. But also something slightly leathery, and it's the labdanum. Not bad. The labdanum and amber is kind of giving it the syrupy, warm undertone to the entire fragrance as well. Yeah, I would say that this is a fruity aromatic fragrance first. Aromatic, fruity, slightly acidic, but crisp as well. So it's not like sour or anything like that. And that cooling vibe is really prominent as well. It's definitely different. It's something I'm appreciating for sure. I really, I think that the opening of this is attention grabbing. And I do plan on scoring this as it starts to dry down. What I think a lot of people aren't going to enjoy too much about this is the clove, because it can be polarizing for some. I love clove. I have clove tea very frequently and often. The labdanum is creamy as well. So let's see how well this one dries down. I think one of the portions that I like about this is going to be the aromatic and the fruits. And I think the thing that I'm not enjoying the most is going to be the acidity of the rose, as of right now, at least. So I'm going to let this dry down for a little bit, and nearing the end of the video, as we're going to be doing for all videos of first impressions like this, we're going to give it a final rating. It is coming down in terms of that acidity. Those spices are starting to, really meld together. It's complex. That's kind of why I haven't jumped to a score yet. It's not, I mean, if it was crap, I'd say it's crap. But no, it's actually pretty complex because every time I go in for a sniff, I'm sniffing something else. So let's let it settle. But for the most part, like I said, it's aromatic, it's fruity. It's good. It's good. Let's let it settle, and then we'll be back to it to give it a final score. Where would I wear this? Where would I wear this? Let's see. This is something definitely, for the fall time, it's perfect. Summertime, no. Fall and spring, even in the wintertime, but wintertime during the day, at least for now, because it's pretty crisp. Early winter, I don't think this is going to be, it depends on how it dries down. If it gets really warm and it starts to develop like this resin type of dry down, then yeah. But for now, that's what I'm gonna leave it at. It draws fall time vibes, like falling leaves, cup of tea, etc. with those fruits. What's up, gems? This is called Oud Aquilaria. Oh, I should have scrolled up. Oud Aquilaria from Oman Luxury. So the next one I'm going to get for sure is going to be Royal Incense. Royal Incense will be the next one. Does anybody here have any Oman luxury fragrances. I know you do, Gems. Narcotica Dolce Diablo is 280. That's crazy. Room 1015. I have that. Lucky Scent and Ministry of Scent. I have that. It's actually pretty damn good, too. Okay. What about Oud Marcuja? I think it's a great fragrance, and it's never, yeah, Maison Crivelli is rarely ever on discounters. HFC? No, I have not. Eugene says Oman Luxury isn't that good to me. I understand. Best L'Artisan fragrance. I don't think I've had enough experience to tell you. Okay, let's move on. Next fragrance is going to be this. This stood out because of the notes. Moresque. And I don't remember who it is that recommended this one. And this is called Sol Batik. And look at the notes. Cardamom, bergamot, geranium, pink pepper. So great notes for this one at least. Here we go. I'm going to give Qa'id al-Fursan. All right, man. I hope you enjoy it. Middle Eastern sweet oud, like Haltain. Sweet. Vertus vanilla oud. I know a lot of people are polarized by that one, but I would call that, oops, sweet oud. It's like more like sweet suede and oud. All right, let's check this one out. High hopes. Julie says Moresque is a 10 out of 10. Let's see. All right, here we go. This is the fragrance that we're looking at. Come on. Here we go. Nice bottle. Heavy, heavy metal cap. And check out the atomizer. Straight shot. Cool. Ooh. Ambery. Ambery, warm, vanillic. Oh, yeah. This is spring and fall, or sorry, fall and winter in a bottle. If you like Grand Soir vibes, that's the type of ambers I'm going here. Or it's going here. More cardamom, more incensey, a little bit richer in the vanilla. This is a hit. This is a hit. This is really good. Wow. Okay, there's something balsamic in here as well. Not sure exactly what it's coming from the note breakdown, but this is really nice. A little bit herbal, clearly from geranium. I like this a lot. I mean, I wouldn't really call this the most complex fragrance in the world, especially once you start to get into like clear-cut ambers. So I'm not going to sit here and like, say that I'm getting this, I'm getting that. No, I'm getting a similar quality to like Grand Soir, more vanillic and more aromatic. And I like that a lot because of that, with a slight incensey undertone. Much more interesting, in my opinion, than Grand Soir. But that's a beauty in itself. Oh, absolutely getting this right here. And it's probably the patchouli and vanilla in the, is there, first off? Yes, definitely. And bro, that just drove it home for me. Nostalgia vibes. Intoxicated meets Angel Man. Fucking amazing. Vanilla and cardamom coffee vibes with the patchouli and that tarry-like nature. Bro, this is a fucking hit. This is a hit. It's amazing. I don't want to jump and give it a score yet. Let's wait to the end. I don't want to be like a Glazer hypester. But I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. There is like this balsamic, creamy, cardamom-y. I think that's what's giving me like that Middle Eastern coffee vibe. And then it's that patchouli with that combination. That syrupy nature that's giving it that Angel Man. By the way, the new Angel Man is absolute dookie in terms of performance. This is an excellent fragrance. Wow, this is going to be like cozy vibes. It puts me in the realm of fragrances like Carlisle. It puts me in the realm of those two mentioned fragrances. It's that sophisticated, mature, grown, luxury smelling fall and wintertime fragrance. Definitely. And that's the similar age group. If you find yourself reaching for fragrances like Carlisle and those are your vibes, you definitely should check this one out. This is a sleeper. I was not expecting this. So it's the first from the house, and it was really dependent on how this one goes to whether or not I was going to go into the other one. And the reason I say that is because the note breakdown was great and the score of 4.27, although I don't take it definitively, it still does play a role. Let's see. Might blind buy the paintings of Palazzo. Bro, listen, man. It was good. It was good, bro. If you like what I said, man, that's what it was, bro. I loved it. I loved it. If you like those vibes, that, you know, what the hell was it called? Side effect vibes, the luminous night vibes. It was more towards the ambery side of things, not so much towards the liquor or the spice and booze. You know, if it was a fake, how would I remember? You feel me? So that's exactly what I got with that. A little bit more jammier fruits, I believe. Baldi Afrique. Probably, but save that for the end. What's a fragrance that you can't find but would pay extra to get? I probably already paid extra to get it. So as of right now, okay. Probably, actually, you know what? The old batches of the Angel Man. And then also, what else would I pay extra to get? Not too many, because I'm not really for that kind of shit anymore, at least. That's an interesting question. Appreciate the super chat. Other than that, 1 million Privé. I have a bottle. It's like probably half 1 million Privé. There you go. That's what it would be. God bless you for the super chat, Mr. Warhawk. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. Do I hear startup aromas? I don't have that. Tomi Iommi is my favorite niche. Any clone you tried? No, brother. Should I go for this instead of Invicta? Oh, bro, normal. There's no comparison. That's like a designer clone, and this is a niche fragrance. This is like quality stuff. If you asked me, fuck yeah. Like niche versus a clone, of course. But it really comes down to you, right? It comes down to what you like. But yeah, even in the niche realm, it's not that expensive. I mean, it's 94. Let's see. What is it going for right now? Yeah, it's 95 bucks. 95 bucks. It's a 2.5. It's amazing. Your call, man. Your call. It would help if you guys wait. Actually, no, I don't even have a custom link. It is what it is. Try my code if it works. If it doesn't, and if it makes it more expensive, don't use it. But if it works and saves you, let me try. Let me see how much more it'll take off. I don't even think I got it for that cheap. What's up, Lindsay? How are you? So let's see. Oh yeah, it does save you more money. So if you use aromatics, it's 86 bucks. And we'll get to the rating at the end. All right, let's continue on.
Let's get real.
Whoa,
It's hard to
get real. This advertisement. What's going on with Fragrantica?
Let's get real.
You guys got to pay the bills.
Let's get real.
I don't blame you. Okay. All right, let's continue on. This one looked pretty interesting as well. Pretty grand looking box too. God bless you, Mr. Warhawk. Thank you for the super chat. He said, Office Wear Layton versus Sauvage Elixir. I would say that, wow, this stuff is on, like I sprayed it and it got on here. You guys are, it's amazing. Mugler vibes for sure. That warm vanilla, patchouli, but also that cardamom incense. It's fucking amazing. It's really good. It's really good. All right, let's see. Okay, so you said Layton versus Sauvage Elixir for office wear. If I had to personally pick one, I would go Sauvage Elixir, but I would spray it a little bit less. I just feel like the Layton vibes are sexier. Just feel like it's sexier. You could do either, but just wear it less. So let's see. This is called Antidote. Here it is. My thoughts on the SpongeBob fragrances, I have none. I have never tried them. I think it's cute for kids. If it smells good, that's a plus. That's my honest thoughts on it. So, but I would never. All right, so here we go. Regalien Istanbul Antidote. On the side, we have tobacco, honey, vanilla, amber. Yes, bro. Look at these notes. There you go. So some pretty interesting looking notes. This is what I'm usually for. And this is what the box looks like. Let's go through this together. Whoa. Okay. This is my first fragrance, by the way, from the house. This Xerjoff style ASMR. All right. Should I just like let one rip while we're Okay, here we go. Nice looking presentation. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. Very, very similar to the Xerjoff. I'm not mad at it. It's leather. It's plush. Does not have the film, the felt. It's still really high quality stuff, the box. And here's the bottle. Nice. Okay. So the bottle itself looks pretty high quality, feels sturdy. And on the bottom, it's embossed. The top, the cap, it's like this heavy weighted plastic that's wrapped in aluminum. Not bad. And here we go. No film. Okay. All right, let's check it out. Yesterday, by the way, I wore this bougie ass. I wore this, what is it called? This is Bond Number 9's Dubai Gold. A beautiful sandalwood fragrance. Fresh, powdery woods and sandalwood. I don't know, man. I'm feeling bougie this week, I guess, eh? All right, let's check it out, man. Nice atomizer. And here we go. Ooh. Very prominent honey. Honey and mimosa. Magnetic cap, by the way. I think it might be just like, I think it might be my mental connection, but I immediately get like Naxos honey, the style of honey. It's a Naxos honey and tobacco. Good news, boys, this smells really good. Richer than Naxos. This is a thicker, creamier style of fucking Naxos, and it's amazing. Jasmine is also making it more fatty and thick and indolic, but it also has that natural honeyed sweetness undertone, jasmine. A little bit of those aromatics. It's really not too much. Like I honestly saw like rose leaf, geranium, nutmeg, and sage. I'm getting more sage, nutmeg. It's a nice spice contrast. I don't think that this is that close, but it absolutely puts me in the vein of Naxos. This is a great fragrance. This is a great fragrance. This is honestly, it's gonna be something I do more frequently now because I never would have discovered this, honestly. What, like, who the fuck knows what Regalien is? Now you do. Am I right? No, but dead ass, it's amazing. If you like Naxos. And the reason why I'm excited about this, by the way, there's something more leafy coming through in an herbal way at the top. And I like that, actually, because it's taking it even further away from just being this fatty, creamy style of honey tobacco, and even taking it more so further away from Naxos. It's funny because somebody was just asking yesterday in our Discord, we have a section for niche and designer, and somebody was asking for something similar to Naxos on a niche level. Here you go, bro. If you're here, if you're watching, this is it. This is amazing. It might be my scent of the night. Bro, this is a W already. Okay, pretty penny. These are not cheap. These are not cheap. These are not cheap. But it's like, it's time to start playing with the big boys a little bit. Let's drop a little bit of, at least for me, I'm not talking about you guys. You guys do your shopping, do your research, find out what you like, etc. It's good. It's really freaking good. That rose leaf, whatever the hell that is, I don't know, and I don't care, but I am getting this rosy, aromatic, leafy, herbal top to this cream. And it's funny because I wasn't actually getting that in the beginning. In the beginning, what I get is just this very nicely golden honey, tobacco, and sage. It is more aromatic than something like Naxos, but it does have a lot. This reminds me a lot of Naxos for sure. So do understand that if you're going into this, it's like you're getting a richer version of Naxos in every good way, in every fucking good way. More ambery as well. And I feel like it's going to get raunchier as it dries down. And the only way to tell is to let it dry down. So let's let it do exactly that. I love this. I love this. I know the Turks, when it comes to their oils, I'm telling you guys, their performance is crazy. The magnetic cap is really nice. And Unique Luxury, for example. I met the owners in, what's it called? Plenty of events. So this is Unique Luxury's Beverly Hills exclusives. Their stuff does not come off of clothing until you wash it. And even then, I still get like this mild undertone of their fragrances. So yeah, this is really good. Extrait de parfum. So, and they don't play around with their extraits. They don't play around. Let's see what the percentages are here. But see, more than half of the time, it's not actually going to tell you the real percentage. But I would assume it's around like the 30% mark. They do a lot of high concentrated juices. So there you go. And the fragrance is well blended. Yes, I agree. Yes, I got a Discord. It's at the bottom. If you check out my link tree, first off, let's address the link tree. From now on, moving forward in my future videos, you're not going to see any more of those, like, here's the codes and all that shit. No, it's in the description. You want to save some dough. You want to see where to get it. All of it's going to be in the description. I have my link tree, link everything. You can find it down there. I don't think I need to, yeah. So counting on you guys to help if anybody's in the comments looking for the deals and ultimately whatever is cheap. I don't really care. Whatever is the cheapest. So yeah, you can find it down there, Lindsay. Good, cheap cashmere old money fragrance for men. You're asking for a lot there, brother, but you gave me a super chat. So God bless America and you. Let's see. I would say this smells like, oh, but what's old money? What though? Like Middle Eastern? Because that's completely different. I got to give you something that Amu would wear. And that's like some cloves and tobacco. And but here it is. It's called Amiri. Good luck finding it. It's called Amiri by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. But if you find it, grab it. It's amazing. It's actually not hard to find money smelling fragrances for cheap because I just made a 10 list today of rich man smelling clones, and it's endless. It's honestly endless. And very specifically, a lot of brands you'll see consistently because it's just their tiering of their oils and their qualities, right? And that's what I love about fragrance is I don't discriminate. Like there's something for everyone at every price range. Ultimately, at a certain price range, you'll get something you can't get at another. But fuck it. I mean, if you can only afford a certain price range, then milk it for what it's worth. Get the most that you can at that price range. That's how I see it. Ultimately, if you ask me, niche number one, of course. And then it's kind of a war between like designer and clones, right? For me, at least, because some of them it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is better. And some of them it's like, this is borderline niche. Like the new Boss bottled elixir, that's like niche. Boss, absolute. Like a good designer is a good designer, period. Can't be done. So anyways, love you too, Tomato. I just came back from the gym. I absolutely tore up chest. Had a hat on and just wet my hair real quick and said, let's go. Mr. Gumbo, we're going to get back. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I should have put this up here. So this is what we were talking about. It is pretty expensive, but very similar to other turkey houses, or houses from Turkey houses. It seems pretty damn concentrated. I believe you can buy a sample from Max Aroma too. So, thoughts on Aqua Dubai? Aqua Dubai is really good. There are a lot of good fragrances that smell like the imagination, the whole luxury soap, and Aqua Dubai is one of those. I would place Aqua Dubai and Essence de Blanc as like the highest quality fragrances. All right, I'm going to try. I know there's a couple of questions in the chats, and I see you. I promise we'll answer them at the end. I kind of want to stay on subject since we're talking about these until the end, just to make it easier for people who are watching it back. That's it. And then once we reach the end, we'll address them, okay? We'll have Taj 2 Performance. I just said I'm not going to address it. Here I am. I can't. I'm for the people, bro. Taj 2 Performance. It gave me like 6.5 hours, bro. Nothing more than that. But it's a brand new bottle, bro. God bless you for the super chat, Mr. Zara. I appreciate that. Zarasaurus, or your dinosaur. Okay. What's something similar or better than CK Euphoria Intense? My girl and I love your vids. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Keep up the great work. So you want something mass appealing that has CK Euphoria Intense. I think they discontinued that if I'm not mistaken. I actually used to really like that. Euphoria. No, this is for women, right? Or is it for men? For men. Yeah. The last bottle of this I bought was at a Marshall's. And I was actually really mad because I gifted it. And it smelled really fucking good. Something that would smell like this. Come on, bro. I pay for like gigabit. Who can help us with this one? Because it's been a long time since I've really dabbled into the cheaper designers. But I would say you might enjoy, I'm not saying that this smells like it, but whenever I think these fragrances, I think the same line. Like I would say Legend Spirit, or Legend, sorry, Mont Blanc Legend. Yeah, I think like Mont Blanc Legend whenever I think of something like this. It is definitely, this is the era of like Burberry Brit or Burberry Rhythm for him. This is the era of those fragrances. And this was actually one of the best ones too. unfortunately. But let's see what they're saying. You know, some of the popular consensus of what smells like it. No, I would disagree. I mean, maybe Wanted by Night, not quite, not quite. Hopefully, let's see if somebody in the chat section. God bless you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Wish I could give you a more clear-cut answer. But Qaidar Fursana, as my first blind buy. It's a great blind buy. Easy, inoffensive, very wearable. Try and get Final Edition by Latafa next, if that's what you're going for, the cheapies. All right, let's move on to the next one, shall we? Here we go. Where is it? Okay, so this one I sniffed in New York in Scent Explorer. Potentially going to this one again this year, or the next one this year. And this is called Dolce Passione by Pantheon Roma. If you're on Instagram, you've seen this multiple times. And I think out of all of them, when I was sampling, shout outs to everybody that I met there. Kyler, shout outs to you. Notary Giant, I don't know if you're here right now, but shout outs to you as well. And hopefully this year we'll meet a lot more people. So Dolce Passione, here it is. Sweet chocolate, vanilla, warm, spicy. It's as sexy as that sounds, bro. It's as sexy as that sounds. So let's check it out. It's got truffles, it's got dark chocolate, vanilla, honey, strawberry, plum, saffron, and white musk. So here we go. If I'm not mistaken, I think I got this. So the first time I got my nose on this one specifically was not last year, but the year. But wow, time flies, you guys. Time freaking flies. The year before last, I got the virtual bag with all the samples, and this was in there as well. So as you can see, it comes in a nice little tin thingy that's red, velvety. Looks kind of like carbon fiber. Sticker on the front, Pantheon Roma. And here it is, Dolce Passione. And I mean, I know I like this. I like this a lot. But let's relive it together. God bless you, Mr. Comical. He says, leafy like minty, not foresty. There's a few, actually. Versace Eros Flame. I like Flame. It has rosemary. It's not too minty, but it's really good. Number 2, I would personally say try Invictus Legend or anything that smells similar to it. YSL L'Homme, not Ultime, Le Parfum, Le Parfum. And lastly, I would recommend you try and get your nose on the new Fragrance World Taj 1. It has a rosemary, aromatic rosemary that's more Middle Eastern, but it's like the Eros of the Middle East. It's pretty damn good. Here we go. Oh, bro, I'm probably going to end up wearing this tonight to bed. What up, Nose Your Scent? Yeah, whoa, that is so rich, bro. This is like a fruit chocolate bar. Like, I don't know if you guys, I know it doesn't sound like the craziest, but it's like those chocolate bars with maybe like a couple of strawberry chunks in them or something. Unbelievable. Smells amazing. It is spiced from saffron. I love saffron. I love the note of saffron. And I almost get like this pink pepper. It's like this brash pink pepper. But I think what I personally believe it to be is like this truffle quality, almost like this earthy, dusted vibe mixed with musk, which adds more to this whole dusted vibe, cut through with a very spiced saffron and a hefty ass dose of that dark chocolate. This is good. Slightly bitter, but not overwhelming, not sour, not, you know, anything crazy, but this is good. But please do understand that this is a rich ass fragrance. It is not something that everybody's going to like. Oh, I love gourmands. No, no, no. It's more than that. So remember what I said. The truffle, there is some earthy, dusted quality to this and a pretty strong and intensive spice saffron. If everything else looks okay and you're good with what I said, you're probably going to dig this one. It's not your run-of-the-mill style of gourmand either. And that's kind of why I appreciate, getting into something a little bit different. So typically when you see chocolate, you see plum, you're thinking, you know, jammy plum. What do you think? For me personally, as soon as I think plum, I'm like, oh, Inishio's not Rehab. What the heck is it called, you guys? Paragon. So many damn fragrance. Paragon. I'm thinking Side Effect. I'm thinking whenever I see these style notes, but this is much different than all of those. So there is that pretty hefty dose of strawberry. Yeah, it's different. And I would personally say that I would recommend you spray this on and don't go up close and keep sniffing it. Keep sniffing it because you're going to get a lot of those, the bitter nature of it. Otherwise, in the air, it's going to be beautiful. Leaning slightly femme for now, slightly, only because of the strawberry, at least to me. Let's see what people are giving it in terms of what it smells like. Okay, I've never smelled any of these. It's called Chocolate Queen. I've never smelled any of these. fuck is this? You know what? So look, this brand right here, the Theodoros, I can tell you right now that they make nuclear fragrance, like to the point where, bro, I don't like it because it's that nuclear. This is almost that strong. So it's like very, very strong. It's borderline too strong, but I can still fuck with this. I can still fuck with this. It's good. Okay, cool. I dig it. Yo, the perfume Rebel by Rihanna. Never tried it. Very rich dark chocolate though. That's the bitterness I'm getting in that one. It's that dark chocolate. I love it. More recently, I've been getting into dark chocolate. The older you get, the more like healthy shit tastes good, you know? And it's weird, but it is what it, because I guess you realize that like, fuck, if I don't get my shit together, I'm gonna die. So it's good. It's good, but please pay attention to like some of the descriptors, because especially in the niche realm, you know, like first off, I blind buy all the time, so I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But if you're unsure, grab a decant. Although I will say, I'll be honest with you guys and be transparent. Like for me, it's like, bro, fuck, man, I'm gonna buy something for $30 decant. I'm gonna like it, and then I'm just gonna buy the bottle again. And it's like, god damn it, I could have just used that $30 for the bottle. But then again, it's like, well, if I didn't like it, then I'm only out $30 instead of being out $200. But then I end up saying, okay, and buying it anyway. But it is what it is. Blind buys are fun. They're not the healthiest thing in the world, and I urge you to you know, pace yourself. But everybody knows their own situation. God bless you, bro. Thank you for the super chat again, Mr. Comical. I appreciate that, man. Most unique fragrance you've smelled? Oh man, I've smelled fragrances that are like, it depends on what's unique. Some people would call something extremely unique poopy. I'm not even joking. Like, I mean, like barnyard poopy. Most unique. Honestly, as of right now, the most unique fragrance, and we're going to define unique as in like, there are really hardly any fragrances out there that will ever remind you of this. Then it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best fragrance. That's a complete different category. It's Al-Qurashi blend by Abdul Samad Al-Qurashi. It's not cheap, but my God, I've never smelled something like this, except for Boudicca Blue Sapphire. It's got this very, and even then, I still appreciate this more. It's a bit more intensive. It's got this very naturalistic, tart-smelling ambergris, so salty, aquatic, but it's also got like a couple of florals that are slightly soapy and very, very incensey. It's different. It's very unique. Never smelled any other fragrances like this. Some would consider it dated. Some would consider it a masterpiece. I truly believe that this is one that grows on people more so, and it is a great fragrance. I love it now. I'm addicted to it, but I'm not going to say that it's a must-have, because it's not for everybody, bro. It's not at all. So, Nirmal, let's try and keep the questions to the end, bro. I'm going to try and power through a couple more of these fragrances. All right, so for the most part, these are the ones that you can find on Max Aroma. And there are a few other fragrances, I think, that are exclusive, except I might have seen these on, what the fuck is it called? I don't know, but I know that you can get these on So Avant-Garde. I do have an affiliate code with them to So Avant-Garde. I think they are the ones who sent me a couple of To Me fragrances in the past, but this one is, yes, so they have these. They're called Gritti fragrances. And Mind Games, I always tell people, Mind Games, do not buy them at retail, because for the most part, I've never seen Mind Games on discounters. I either buy them straight up from Neiman Marcus or their website itself, mindgames.com, or So Avant-Garde. So Avant-Garde for Mind Games fragrances. I have codes with both of them. I'm not sure exactly what I think it's AROMATIX, but ultimately wherever you can find it cheapest, okay? So a couple of fragrances I wanted to get into, because that's what their promotions are on the website. As soon as you open their website, you'll see Gritti, Gritti, Gritti. And so I figured I wanted to try some of these fragrances. Other than that, there is one brand that I'm probably going to dive into soon as well. And it's this one right here. I don't know what this brand is actually called, but when I was in Cabo and I went to the niche store with Jeremy and all of them, we smelled one of these that had like this raspberry rose fabric softener, and it smelled amazing. Anything that smells like a churro. Bro, I could say so many dirty ass things right now, but we're just going to keep it halal. Yes, I think it's called Plume. I'm not sure, but also one of those brands where I've only ever seen on Instagram and I only ever find on these style of websites. So there you go, okay? I don't know what their deals are. Actually, you'll probably get a better deal right now using Autumn30 over my code for whatever it's worth. But if you do use my code, you'll be helping supporting the channel. But I mean, come on, bro, 20% off more. I'd use theirs. So it is what it is. Who cares? Let's see what the fragrances are like. So we've got 2 Gritti fragrances. If you have never heard of them, well, you heard of them now. There's Decimo and there is, I was looking at the note breakdown for some of these. I love the way that they look. Here it is. Horchata de Vini gets the cinnamon portion. Way more lactonic. I don't like that creamy. That is too creamy. That's what she said. L'Homme Ideal EDP old formula. Well, I only have the new square bottle. It's a little bit underwhelming in performance. The scent profile is pretty good. I don't think it's like, you know, glaze worthy. It smells good. It smells really good. But the extreme is even better. And it lasts longer. Okay. What? Bro, Harold got Sol Batik for $50. That is an epic fucking W, sir. Enjoy. All right, let's go. Decimo. This is what the bottle or box looks like. Maybe. Listen, man. It's post-workout. I didn't even have a meal, actually. I just realized that. That's crazy. I also saw this brand have a booth in Essence, Italy. When I was in Italy, I stopped by their booth. They had a nice displays. I mean, look at the bottle design. It's beautiful. Whenever you see these, you think it's like this, just this, like Finding Nemo, Dory. But then the side is a pretty wide thing. So let's see. See what it smells like. Let's check out the notes. Okay. Fresh, maybe a little bit, who knows? Who knows? Here we go. Plume Impression. Yes, LJ. The first time I ever got my nose on them was at that store. I don't know what it was, but it was a raspberry rose. It was beautiful. Sol Batik, Blind by Worthy. If you like warm and vanillic, yes. But wait. Let me answer that question at the end, please. Let me give you a rating so it can be more honest. Like 100%, I would say yes right now. But wait, because you never know. It might change in the dry down. And I doubt it's going to sell out from now until we get to the end of the video. So here we go. Happy Saturday, you guys. Hope you guys had an awesome Friday. And we still have one more day to the weekend, okay? So no need to be miserable yet. Maybe tomorrow night, but not now. Oh, this is nice. I immediately wanted to think like Aventus Cologne. That's like where my mind ran. Oh, look at that. There's more detail to the top. It's giving me Aventus Cologne vibes. Obviously, that's unavoidable. You got blackcurrant and birch, but more musky and even a little bit thicker. More towards like, that's strange. Okay, so it's a lighter scent profile than Aventus, but it has like this almost laundry feel. It's the neroli, okay. And a pretty naturalistic smelling ambergris. It's tart. It's not too salty, but it's tart. And I think it's because of its balance of vanilla. This is a sleeper. I did not expect this. I was not expecting this. And I would call this a W. I would call this a W. Familiar, extremely high quality. I'm getting rose now, by the way. I love the note of rose, by the way. Depends on how it goes, though. There's a multitude of varieties or of its use as well. Rose Absolute is one of my favorite, one of the most expensive notes to use, but one of my favorite fragrance notes to use in any combination. Very expensive, so I don't mess around too much with it. But this is good. Absolutely reminds me of like this Aventus Cologne, having the thicker florals, the neroli, a more naturalistic smelling ambergris, so it's tart. You know, the quality of the ambergris that I get in here is similar to that in Rojas Elysium. In Elysium, I get this very naturalistic tart ambergris as well, and that's what I get in here with musks. I think it's fantastic. I don't think it's a clone by any means. If it was, I'd call it out right now. It kind of is like, if you guys think about it, like Lamar is to Aventus. Like Lamar isn't a clone by any means. It's like this pineapple floral. But a lot of people, like as soon as they smell that pineapple, they think like Aventus. So this will remind you like that, but it does have its own ways. It goes in its own path. I think it's more so the birch. If this ditched the birch, it would smell like something else completely. But still, potentially redundant, potentially. If you're the person that's into like if you appreciate the qualities, the discernment of like, damn, I can actually detect the notes and this is high quality stuff, then you're gonna appreciate this one. But if you're one who's like, you smell a fragrance and it's just like, oh, it smells like, I don't know, it could potentially be redundant. It could potentially be redundant. That's what I'm trying to say. But I appreciate it and I like it, and I do find differences. There are similarities as well, but the quality in this one is outstanding. I like it. I like it. I'm going to give my rating at the end. The top was beautiful. It's a lot more musky. It's a lot lighter. And let's see what people are voting for it. I think it definitely deserves a higher score than 3.91, but let's see. Oh, fuck no. No, I'm sorry. Not Intense Man. Club de Nuit. Creed Aventus, sure. Definitely. Let's see. Well, let me not even. I don't want to sway my opinions. Let's see how it dries down. Does it get closer to Aventus? We'll find out. Comical, man. God bless you, bro. I appreciate that. Good milky fragrance, like a cream latte. Not just coffee, but milky. I wanted to recommend Giardini di Toscana Bianco Latte because that is essentially what that kind of is. It's a creamy latte. So let me show you what we're talking about here so you can see the notes. But it's very creamy. Okay. That's it. But it's not as much coffee. That's the problem. Even though it's in the name. Huh. What else? What else would I call a creamy coffee? Oh, the Theodoros Coffee Addict. But my God, this is strong. I can't fuck with this. Like, this is too much for me. But this would be it. It would be like coffee latte, Coffee Addict. I can't do it. I'm telling you right now, I don't like it. But this is what you're looking for, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Commodity milk. I think I tried that. But it doesn't have that coffee. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't really have that coffee. Actually kind of gives me like a, was it Baccarati vibe? Was it this one or is it Milk Plus? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really have that coffee. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of random questions, but it's okay. Amor Cafe. It's not really milky. It's not really milky. Was that what it was? Oh, followed. Maybe it's followed. Maybe it's followed. Maybe this is the one I was talking about. Kerosene followed. It's also beastly as fudge. Is this the one? They're the same thing, aren't they? I swear they probably smell the same thing because this is actually the one I was talking about, followed by kerosene. So damn strong. Ridiculously strong. Okay. Here we go. Another gritty fragrance, and this is called 1968. Let's take a look at the notes. Aromatic lavender, vetiver, musk, ambergris. And here we go. Is Eternal Coffee by Paris Corner lactonic? It is. So Mancera Montal got a coffee latte vibe. It has the Amor Cafe, but it's not really like creamy milk. Breakfast vibes for sure. Irish coffee. I don't know if it's milky. It's been a while. I don't think so, but yeah. All right, let's check this one out. So gritty fragrances are like, I think it's anywhere from like $140 or less. They might have them on sale. I don't know. I think they have a sale happening right now. Let's see. Well, oh yeah, that's Lucky Scent. But like I said, ultimately, oh, $255. So after the coupon's like $2 something. Okay, yeah. So we definitely have to rate them at the end to see, because if it's just another Aventus at like $200, it's like, what? Yeah. So let's see. Okay, 1968. Yeah, that's a pretty steep cost, but the bottles are premium. So I know that they're spending a lot on these bottles because these are custom molds. But even then, like, you have to drive it home with the scent profiles. I want exclusivity. I want strength. I want something that's worth that money, basically. So that's how I'm going to rate this. I'm definitely going to put pricing into that rating. Still not a bad fragrance, but everything considered, it's definitely going to play a role. So here we go. 1968. Does it smell like it's going to take me back to that? Because if it does, we're throwing it out. I do not want to smell like polo green. That's what it was. Here we go. Nice. Nice, familiar, underwhelming, maybe a little bit. Crisp, aromatic, very fresh. The cassis, there's definitely like the black currant influence here. Cassis is the leaves on a black currant bush, basically, or whatever it is. So I get like this cassis, I get the grapefruit, I get the herbal, aromatic, spicy. What am I remembering here? Soft touches as well. The magnolia, some of those florals, the rose, softening it out. This is a classic style fragrance. It is high quality, but it's a classic in every good way. It's not dated. There's a difference. There's absolutely a difference. What is this reminding me of? It smells really good right off the bat. And it's very prominent. It's very crisp and not fruity, just citrus forward. Very, very crisp. This is like a lot of those designers in every good way, niched out, like the freshies. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of just typical freshies and shit, I'm not really driven to rock it. But if I wanted something that's classic, tried and true, and that's gonna last and smell the highest of quality, this is something that I would reach for. But I'm not really pinpointing exactly where I'm thinking. There's no way I'm getting like another Aventus, am I? No. We'll think on this one. Hey, God bless you, Addy. I appreciate the super chat. God bless you, bro. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for putting the Discord link. Initio's Paragon. I love Initio Paragon. Maybe Lacoste? Is that what it is? Bro, I think you might be onto it. I think this is like in that vein. Well, first off, let me start off by saying that I love Hugo Boss Unlimited. I love Lacoste White and Blanco Fraiche. And it's like a niched out version of those. It's good. It's good. Dior Sauvage. Fuck me. Holy shit. Game over. We're turning this off. Good night. Oh my God. Come on, man. Okay, I can see it. Much more natural, though. Much more natural. I don't get like a synthetic metallic. It's like a niched out Sauvage. And it makes sense. Like I was saying, like this is one of those like mass appealing designers, but it's like the best mashup of all of them at a high quality. Holy fuck, why does this smell like Sauvage? Okay, it's definitely higher quality than Sauvage. That's for damn sure. It's not nearly as synthetic or metallic. But honestly, I feel like a lot of people might check this one out and be disappointed because of how like close it is to Sauvage. We'll rate it at the end. We'll rate it at the end. I'm not gonna lie, you know, being over $200, it's like that's already hard enough as is, let alone being like Sauvage. Am I right? Quality is outstanding. I'll give them that. The presentation is phenomenal, but smelling like Sauvage at $250 retail, that's steep. The fragrance name is 1968 by Gritti. So the Gritti fragrances are okay. I mean, honestly, like this one was definitely better for me, in my opinion, the Decimo. However, when is this? 1968 at the price, man, doesn't matter what I say. Is there really any justification for something that'll smell like Sauvage? It's really up to you. Do you really like Sauvage? Do you want it done a little bit higher quality? I mean, you're probably better off with just Sauvage, man. Honestly, like you can find Sauvage on discounters for like $80. So probably not. That's it. Now these, okay, now we're cooking with some fire here. These are different scent profiles, okay? Otherwise, unless you just want the bottles for this 1968, I'm not going to say the same thing for Decimo. We're going to talk about that in the end. All right, 2 more mind games, and we're going to wrap it up, and then I'll address a bunch of questions. So these I sniffed in Neiman's, but like I said, I don't buy at retail, especially not for mind games. And I can help myself out by using my own. So Scholar's Mate, here we go. Woody, warm, spicy, and I believe that this one is the whole vetiver one. Yeah, vetiver cedar. I think this is one that initially, when I wasn't into, wait, when did this come out? Yeah, when I wasn't into vetiver, I wasn't crazy about, but more recently I've been on this like vetiver kick that I've been into it. I mean, look at the notes, you guys. It looks pretty interesting. It's got fig, that's watery usually, sandalwood, vetiver, cypriol, so you know there's going to be some pungency to the woods there. We've got elemi. Elemi is a resin. It's warm, it's resinous, but it's also a little bit bitter or astringent sometimes. Like it depends, because it usually has like this lime-like undertone. Orris is typically buttery, but also rooty and earthy. Pimento, we've got cinnamon leaf, cardamom. I love cardamom. It gives it usually this mysterious spice with a little bit of the cedar wood undertone. And here we go. Oh, and then little do you know that the no breakdowns are all fake. Where'd the cap go, man? That's like the best part of this fragrance. All right, whatever. Insert in the arms of an angel song here. Goodbye, cap. All right, here we go. Love their atomizers. I love their bottles. I love the collection. Mind games. Here we go. Yeah. Yep. It definitely has that grapefruity style of astringency that is commonly associated with vetiver, and it uses the note of grapefruit, but it's also enhanced even more so with the elemi. So resinous, balsamic, slightly Arabic gum-like. I wanted to say gummy, but it's more like Arabic gum, which is a little bit more towards like the, how do I explain it? Arabic gum would be like benzoin, but more like frankincense. Arabic gum is more like a frankincense. It's a piney. I mean, fucking elemi is a you know related to frankincense, but it's a little bit fresher. Should have just kept it at elemi. With intensive woods, there's a dry, very dry, intense woods dry down to this one. That's almost overtaken completely now. In every good way, I like it. A little bit of this spice vibe. Borderline, literally spicy. Like capsaicin. Cardamom is not going anywhere. I am getting that fig orris cardamom combination. Kind of like the whole Gris Charnel. Except it's not like it's not a diffusive iris. This is like take that, make it masculine. The whole Gris Charnel, the combination of the cardamom, iris, and fig. And envelop it in a camphorous style, woodsy, foresty DNA. That's what you're going to end up with. I like this. I like this a lot. It's going to be really good for the fall time. Really good for the fall time. Unique. It's different. You do have to appreciate the note of vetiver. You know, whenever I find unique vetiver fragrances, it's definitely something to take note of because vetiver is so prominent. It just dominates. It takes over fragrances. And that's, I mean, you're absolutely going to get it here, but this is a very nice use of it, basically. You're getting a lot more than just that. They embrace it with, you know, by coupling it with a couple of other more or like intensive woods, like the cypriol. They enhance a little bit with the sandalwood, which it's good. It's really good. I like this one. If you like the note of vetiver, get your nose on this one. It's a more complex fragrance than other vetiver-based fragrances that are also beautiful. Like Guerlain vetiver is a beautiful vetiver fragrance. Even Tom Ford's gray vetiver is pretty good, but that's like white t-shirt vetiver. Very basic, simple, easy, musky, clean. This is more than that. This is more than that. What's up, John Doe? How you doing? God bless America. Have you tried our Jamal perfumes? Yes, I have. Black Lacquer from Tom Ford. That just honestly sounds way too synthetic for my taste. Like, I don't want to smell like a vinyl record. Honestly, I'm going to go sniff it. I haven't yet, just because it just does not sound appealing to me at all. It sounds like it would be like a tarry black style fragrance. Found the cap, by the way. But we'll see. Netrotech. I also told you a couple of times that we'll address the questions after. At the very end, I'll allot 5 to 10 minutes. Here, let me pop it up. He says, I asked 100 times. Hey, what's the best sweet frag under 45 bucks? Well, I told you, man, at the end of the video, for people who are watching it back, it's going to make it a little harder, but I'll answer it anyway. So what's the best winter? Well, first off, I'll give you a couple of good ones. I can't really tell you what's the best. Who am I to tell you what's the best? But some of the best for me, I can definitely tell you that. For under 45 bucks, I love Nitro White. It's sweet. It's very projecting. It's a little bit musky. For under 45, sweet, if I'm thinking sweet. I personally love the Invicto Victory Elixir because it's not just sweet. It also has patchouli. It has some masculine edge to it as well. Also, let me see what else. Sweet. Yeah, it depends on how you... Oh, Soprano Soul. Soprano Soul is a great one as well by Dumont. Smells a lot like 1 Million Lucky. There you have it, brother. I hope that scratches your itch, bro. All right, last but not least, and then we will go ahead and... Oh, shit. There's actually one more here. It's a small one. We'll just go through it really quick. But this one is called Double Attack. I've been getting these slowly because they're not cheap, man. The Mind Games. Mind Games specifically is not cheap. All right. Warm, spicy, chocolate, vanilla, sweet, citrus, woody, and cinnamon with powdery. What? All right. Come on, where's the picture, bro? There it is. We're not losing you, Cap. There we go. Cool. All right, here we go. Let's check out the notes. Nice. Bitter orange with dark chocolate. We've got cinnamon, agave, and geranium. I love the note of geranium. Actually, more recently, they've been using it in a lot of fragrances as well. Here we go. Let's see. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Honestly, though, like, does it smell? It's spicy. Shit is fucking spicy. That pimento is definitely there. A lot of dark chocolate and sandalwood. It's like it overtakes. It's like it's got characteristics of powdery and syrupy. But is it worth that much? See, if it wasn't for me like having or wanting to complete the collection, which by the way, they know what the fuck they're doing with these bottle designs, that's for damn sure. I don't know if I would pay that money for it, honestly. But it does smell good. Right off the blast, like I'm getting a lot of that chocolate. Powdery and ambery, warm. I want to say ambery and warm at the same time. Spicy too, though, man. A lot of that pimento and pink pepper. It's good. This is better on skin, though. This is better on skin. If you like a good chocolate fragrance, if you like a gourmand, specifically for the winter time, it's a good fragrance. I recommend you get your nose on most of these. I love the Mind Games. I love like more polarizing ones as well, by the way. Like Gardez is phenomenal for me. Love Gardez. Grandmaster, the Rose and Coffee is also a good one. What else? French Defense is great as well. It's actually French Defense has become like people's favorites. Oftentimes people are always like, asking me about what I think about it. And it's because I think it's like the most popular right now. But yeah, it's good, man. It is really good. It's like this Mandarin chocolate with spice, a lot of spice actually. So let's let this one dry down. Let's see if it settles in, and we'll go from there. I would like to see this get a little less spicy. I would like to see it get a little less spice. And I mean, it's like temperature spicy too. It's not just spicy. But it's interesting. I'll give it that. It is interesting. I do get a little bit of this rose-like accord. Slightly rosy. But it has that like borderline abrasive pepper style quality. Not really bad, but it just recreates like the texture of baking chocolate rather than like when you think chocolate and warm and seductive. All right, let's check this one out. This is called Espresso Please. A lot of people have been dying to find coffee fragrances or recommendations, and so Espresso Please. What the fuck? Here it is. Warm, spicy, chocolate, sweet, coffee, nutty. I mean, how could they fuck this up, right? Here we go. What is this? Fall and winter. Let's go. High hopes for this one. No breakdown, looks phenomenal. The bottle itself is pretty small, nothing crazy. Cap is on there, really nice. Ooh, strong ass atomizer. This is good. Creamy hazelnut and coffee. This is like coffee with hazelnut cream, or not cream, with a couple of hazelnut pumps and like chocolate syrup more than cream. It's not cream. It's like freshly brewed coffee, black coffee with hazelnut pumps and like a shit ton of chocolate swirled around the cup. Like I get a lot of that, and it's reminding me of like Hershey's syrup, like chocolate syrup. It's actually good. It's actually good. It's not too cloying for me, surprisingly, because the kerosene is just cloying. This is actually tolerable. It's very tolerable. That dark chocolate smells like a realistic melted chocolate. This is good. I have to admit, this is good. But I don't think it's the cheapest in the world either. But espresso, please. Yeah, this is good. You really have to like chocolate syrup, though, because it's a lot of chocolate syrup, more than coffee even. Let's see. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back. Sorry, I brain froze there for a second. I was actually really enjoying that shit. What the fuck happened there for a minute? Your boy was lost in the sauce, man. That was actually pretty good. It's pretty natural or realistic in the sense of like, it actually took me back to making chocolate milk with those chocolate syrup. It smells like you have ice cream that's coffee flavored more so, with a little bit of hazelnut in there, and you just like drowned it in syrup. It's pretty good. Okay. So we're going to wrap this up with a couple of ratings. I have a pretty good memory when it comes to scents and relationships. I usually don't forget, like even down to fucking notes once I know what a fragrance is. So we've got Oud Aquilaria. I'm going to pull them up on screen for you guys to be able to look at these while we're doing it. This one had cloves, it had sage, it had the rosemary, the green apple, also had the patchouli, amber, vanilla, and oud. I believe this one also had, if I'm not, oh, this is much better. Yeah, this is much better. Labdanum, that's also what it had. It actually is drying down leathery. I'm surprised that there isn't any in the main accords here leather, because it definitely dried down leathery. It dried down leathery, amber patchouli, and sage. It's an aromatic leather patchouli amber dry down. This is good. It smells very high quality. There is some oud in here. It's not animalistic. I'd give this a 7.75. Almost an 8, but that labdanum is very leathery. And I'm at a point right now where I'm not really the craziest about leather. If you like fragrances like ombre leather, this is a better dry down than even ombre leather. Dry down. But the opening was significantly different. I give it, like, in terms of complexity and transitioning, that's crazy. It's actually transitioned significantly. And that's why it's always good to wait a little bit. Usually first impressions aren't really the best, most reliable, but at the very least, we're letting these dry down. And typically speaking, on tester strip, it's going to dry down like 5 times faster. So there you have it. Oud Aquilaria. I think it's a great one to add to your collection if you like the leathery style ambery fragrances with patchouli and amber. Yeah, it's really good. 7.75 for that one. I think it's not going anywhere on like when you spray it on or if you wear that fragrance. I still do want to wear this and see how it does on skin because of its transitions. Leads me to believe that it's going to do significantly different, like with a lot of these higher end fragrances on skin. So here we go. This is called Regalien Antidote. This is the one that had the neroli, the jasmine, maybe not no, it was jasmine, mimosa, it had the tobacco, the honey, and also we'll find out musk. Wow, it's just as rich as in the opening. Definitely has Naxos vibe, but richer, man. This is an excellent fragrance. Honestly, it's so good that I don't care how close it reminds me of Naxos. Straight up. Let me pull this up. We're wrapping it up, and then I'm going to answer your questions. We'll allot about 5 to 10 minutes at the end. So let's put this up. It's called Antidote. This is an amazing, by the way, Victor and Rolf, bringing back Antidote. This is an amazing fragrance, man. Jasmine, sage, honey. It absolutely reminds me of Naxos, but I mean, I can honestly say that this is even richer than that. This is more ambers. It's thicker honey. Yes, it's golden honey, but that honey is not going anywhere, and I love that. Shit, man. Yeah, okay. Can definitely see that. Pure Havana, not really. Actually, kind of. In that thickness. Bro, I give this like... Fuck, this is good. I give this a 9.5. Give this a 9.5, bro. I give this a 9.5. I give it a 9.5. It smells amazing. This is first impression. I will 100% be wearing this. In the fall time, wow, bro. The potency of this, it's there. It's prominent. I mean, I don't even have to bring it that close on a tester strip. 9.5. I like it that much. All right, now we're going to look at Sol Batik. And this one had the cardamom, the incense, the resins, and geranium, I believe. Yeah, here it is. Not really any resins, just well, amber is going to be made up of resins. So here we go. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's cardamom. It's that tarry patchouli, the ambery vanilla. I do get like these, nostalgic vibes of A Man meets Intoxicated. This is excellent. But truth be told, I think it's a 9.25. It's still really damn good, but I like the Antidote a little bit more. This is going to shine during the fall and winter time. It's an excellent fragrance. So yeah, I think the 2 stars right now are these. And I think they might be the stars for the remainder. Let's see. So we got Pantheon Roma, Dolce Passion, Passione. This is the one with the saffron, the truffle, plum, chocolate, dark chocolate. Oh, yeah. Okay, this actually gives me... Fry, come here. So this has a molasses-like quality. It's very rich and syrupy. Come here, baby. It actually kind of reminds me... It has this, like, hookah vibe. It has a hookah vibe that I'm not really that into. I'm not into hookah because I smoked hookah for a long time, which I don't recommend you smoke hookah. But if you like the smell of hookah, you're going to like this. It has that scent profile with everything else. It's like this hookah, strawberry hookah with chocolate. It's like strawberry chocolate hookah, molasses, rich, and that's pretty much it. As far as my rating goes, man, I think it's syrupy sweet. For me, it's a little bit too much, but I wouldn't give this less than like a 7. I wouldn't give it less than a 7. That's a personal rating for me. I would still potentially wear it, but I would spray it on like clothing and probably like 3 sprays. So still a good fragrance, very, very rich and strong. It's an extrait de parfum as well. But if that sounds good to you, it might be your like 9, right? I know there's people who love that. Like for example, Killian's Hot Smoke. I can't do it. I cannot do it because of the ties that I have to it. A lot of people love it. If you like hot smoke, you'll probably really like this because it smells like hot smoke with chocolate. I'm surprised nobody's putting that here. And this actually came out first, but yeah, it smells like hot smoke, bro. But with more gourmandy. I would pick this over Hot Smoke by Killian. Amen Phantasm is weak, unfortunately. It's better. It's much better. But it would, I mean, it wouldn't be wrong to say it's going to remind you. Thank you, Belent. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's continue on. I'm a little disappointed in the Gritties, but, and not so much because of the quality. The quality is there. Just in potential redundancies, right? So the Simo, here it is. So this is the one that reminded me of Aventus Cologne. Okay, it's much lighter. It's much lighter. Musk, much more towards the musk. I get like a rosy musk with birch now. But I'm sorry, like, there's a lot of people are just going to immediately, they're going to chalk it up to like Aventus. It smells a lot like Aventus, and then it's done. They're not going to live through the fragrance. And especially at the $200 mark, I think it's a beautiful fragrance. But in, comparison to what everything else is out there in the market, it's hard to spend that kind of cash. And especially with something that is going to remind you of that. So I give this like a 6. I think it's an excellent fragrance. If I had to like give it quality rating, it would be like a 8.75 to a 9. And I think that enjoyment factor is probably going to be up there too. But everything considered, man, I can't with a straight face come here and tell you guys this is a fucking 10. I just can't. So 1968 by Gritti. This is the one that reminded us, oh my God, unfortunately, of Sauvage. But the saving grace is much more naturalistic smelling. And let's see what it smells like now. Here we go. Okay, it is more peppery, less ambroxany, and more musky. More musky. Okay, now more naturals. There's definitely more naturals in here, but ultimately that's what it smells like. Ultimately, it does smell like it. It's gonna be a compliment getter. Sauvage is too. Quality of ingredients are greater, are definitely greater, but it's another one, man, where it's like, how do you rate it that high and then rate a Sauvage? Like, what would I personally rate Sauvage? Honestly, I'd rate Sauvage. I'm being honest with you guys. It's like an 8.75. It's still a good fucking fragrance. There are a lot more complex fragrances, but I mean, all things considered, mass appeal, longevity, all of that stuff. Even the pricing, you can find it for around like what? I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that this smells exactly like it, but a lot of people are going to remember it. And it's like double the price. Still good. I give it like a 6.75, but maybe even 6.5. It's just too close. It's just too close. But it smells good. Quality is up there. It's more diffusive. The quality of ingredients, like specifically the musk, the ambergris, does smell like a more naturalistic ambergris. It's not necessarily as metallic. It still has metallic accords to it that I can personally sense. And for whatever it's worth, the quality is good. I think it just it just smells too close. So that's it. Let's move on to the next one. And the one we were talking about is 1968. This one is called Scholar's Mate. Here we go. Oh, this is really nice. This is really nice. Dry woods, but not too dry. I'm still getting something that's relatively, I don't want to call it wet, but keeping it from going too brittle. The fig. It's a juicy. It's weird. It's weird because it's juicy, watery, with undertone of fruit. It's not even like fruity first. It's like juicy, watery, but then also dry woody. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's not going to be for everybody. It's not. You have to enjoy woods. Kind of reminded me initially of Amouage Search, but that's just way too out there. That fragrance, it's way too like, fuck man, way too grapefruity, way too like, what is it? Sour, yeah, bitter, way too bitter. That one. This one, not nearly as bitter, perfectly balanced, blended. I like this more. This is an excellent vetiver-based, very wearable, man. This is a very wearable vetiver-based fragrance. The dry down is much better than the opening. The dry down is much better than the opening. And that wasn't the case always. Man, I want to say this is a 9, but I want to wear it first before I commit to such a high score. Because that's a high score. It's a very high score. And especially with a vetiver-based fragrance, it's hard because a 9 will drive people to buy it even if they don't know if they like vetiver. But that's like a 9, bro. Let me buy it. Let me find out if I'm into vetiver. So like I'm kind of like, let's give it an 8.75 for now. Let's give it an 8.75 for now. Understand that if you like vetiver notes, you're probably going to find this one to be like 8.75 to a 9 as well. But depends. Really, it depends on how it transitions on skin as well. But for the most part, this is still a true assessment, at least for me. So always honest. Always fucking honest. I don't care what's entailed to it. I mean, like, if it's quality, it's quality. You don't need me to tell you it's quality, but it helps. So here we go. Next one is called, oh, sorry. This is what we were looking at. Scholar's Mate. Next one is called, what the hell is it? Oh, Double Attack. Sorry. You guys haven't eaten all day. I do intermittent fasting. I had like a couple bananas, 3 bananas. Went and smashed back or chest. Here we go. Warm spicy chocolate. Oh, okay. I remember this. It's like a spiced chocolate. Powdery. Baking chocolate. It's better. It's better. I get more of the orange. I get more of the orange and cinnamon. Much better dry down. Much better dry down. I wasn't digging the opening. But even then, it still has something that's kind of brash. A little bit. When there's a lot of pink pepper, it almost smells like a knee scrape, at least for me. And it's not that bad yet. I'll give it a 7.5. 7.25. 7.25. I have to see how this one does on skin, but still not bad. Still not bad. If you like those, spicy chocolate, you know what? There we go. It smells like a spicy chocolate bar, bro, with orange bits. It's a thing. It's a thing, believe it or not. It smells like a spicy orange chocolate bar. So if you like it, you're probably going to love it. If you love those, you're going to love this. I don't like those bars, but in a sense, it's different. Here we go. Last but not least, this is called Gleam Espresso, please. I like this. It definitely does lean more towards the chocolate syrup with hazelnut coffee underneath that. Underneath the chocolate syrup. Think Hershey's chocolate syrup. It's good. Nostalgic more than anything. Wearable, yes, but you have to be one to smell like a snack. But in comparison to a lot of those chocolate fragrances like chocolate Gritti, etc., where does this stack up? Stacks up pretty highly near them. It's not powdery, but I would say that this is probably one of my favorite like syrupy style chocolates as of right now, because I don't have many that are that. Most of the chocolates I have are more so powdery. Chocolate Gritti. 7.75 to an 8. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. And that's like the best score that I'll give. But it is actually really good. It is actually really good. Musky as well, so it's not getting too cloying, at least for me. You really do have to enjoy the note of chocolate. If you don't like wearing edible style fragrances, you're not going to enjoy it. But if you like that, you have a sweet tooth, try that one out. It's actually pretty good. All right, that's it for the haul. Holy smokes, I'm like, enough, bro. And the one that I'm tempted to wear the most right now, what am I going to wear for the scent of the night? Bro, Yeah. Oh, damn, that's strong too. Oh my God. Whoo. Shit. Yeah. Look, I'm telling you, there's some Naxos vibes in there, but it's fucking strong. I love it. All right. Let's do 5 minutes connecting with y'all, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Where's Fry? Fry, come here, baby. Fry. Fry, come here. Come here. Come say hi. Set of the night is Black Diamond Incense. That's what's up, bro. Hi. Whoa. We don't want to drop you. Yeah. There you go. Fry, can you smell that? Oh, poor baby. Do you want your food? Is it food time? Food time? Okay. What happened to Mark and Rolf? It's now Nuke 2.0. Is Nasamaro Pardon worth it? I'm not too much of a fan, but I know a lot of people really enjoy that fragrance. It's been a while since I got my nose on it. I'm doing really well. Panthea by SHL. I'm not sure. Stefan. Oh, I have the Panthea Iris. I still haven't worn it yet. It's very different. It's very, very different. Man, if that wasn't a sign to get off, then I don't know what is. But I promised. So, Muhammad, actually, this is going to be one that we're going to blind buy together. So, yeah. Suggest me 2 fragrances as a college student. Fresh YSL type. Go for, what is it, Middle Eastern? You want Middle Eastern? Go for El Dirgham by Arda Za'faran. It's cheap, unless you want a designer. If you want a designer, go for something like Ralph Lauren, the 67. It's a really good one. Or even Ralph Lauren Club Parfum. I like that. YSL Myself is really good as well for school, especially if that's what you want. Okay. So Batik, if I already have Amen Phantasm, what do you think? Bro, this is much better than that, bro. I just said that it'll remind you a little bit, but it's much better than that. And it's more than just that as well. It has aspects of it. The cardamom, the incense, it's completely, like, it's better, period. Brown Boy, depends. How much are you going to find it for as well? I mean, honestly, bro, for under $100, bro, you're talking for under, some guy, $89. That's how much Ignite Your Oud by Ahmed al-Maghribi is. I'd say it's worth it. But Phantasm does not, it's not this. That's for damn sure. Wow. Wow, bro. That Turkish stuff is amazing. It does smell close, though, to Naxos. But creamy. Love it. If you had to choose one, Herod or Sol Patchouli. The thing with Herod, bro, is it does not project for shit. Anytime I wear it, I forget I'm wearing a fragrance. Sol Patchouli is not really my favorite DNA. At least, you know, in the beginning, it's fantastic. But as it starts to dry down, it's not really my favorite. So, not sure. Dancler, it's Rayhan Elixir is really good, and Tribal Gold is also good. Rayhan Elixir will last longer, but it's more ambery. It's not as fresh in the opening like Tribal Elixir. Andy, I wouldn't say that this is a Naxos clone, but this is like damn, like it smells a lot like it. It's stronger, that's for damn sure. It's called, but it's a niche, so I don't know what your budget is like. Best 3 from Arabian Oud, going back to UAE. Get Al Farid, definitely want to get Al Farid. Asil Special Edition, and Sultani. You should check out my short that I did for answering exactly that. The most unique in the Nitro line, I would say, is Nitro White. Nitro White. Not that I know of, water guy. Honey Oud by Montal. I do. I have it. I love it. I love it. And you know, a lot of people do compare it to Oud Azraq by Swiss Arabian, but there's more of a raunchiness to Oud Azraq than you'll find in Honey Oud by Montal. Honey Oud by Montal, the quality is really nice. I like it. Does Wraith perform? For me, it absolutely does, Luis. But I spray it on like 8 times. I'm not scared. Sorry, guys. I'm not scared to spray it. And I also spray it a little bit closer because the atomizer goes everywhere. You're good, bro. I don't think L'Oreal broke Mugler. I actually think that there's a certain like fixatives and patchouli that's regulated now that they can't use in fragrances anymore. Hey, Elliot, God bless you for super chat. It says Reef 33 is worth the money. I think so. It smells amazing. It smells like the it's that crisp rosemary, a little bit of freshness at the top. Then you've got this aromatic musky woods. It's beautiful, man. It's like the Versace Eros of the Middle East. That's how I describe it. Zakat, I have not tried it, brother. I do like Atomic Rose, and I would personally say check out Infini Rose. Have you tried La Vie Belle? I saw it, but I have not tried it yet. But yeah, I'll definitely go and try it out. What's good, boys? How are you guys? So the next blind haul that I want to do more so niche. Niche and also Middle Eastern niche for that one. But do join the, what the fuck is it called? The Discord. Join the Discord and let me know what fragrances you guys have been seeing on Max Aroma, etc. You know, all the more exclusive ones. And I also have a list as well. And whenever we're ready to buy them, we'll buy them together, or I'll just buy them, whatever. But I'll add them to my list. So these are a few that I can scratch off. Hopefully you guys gained something. I will say that I want to jump deeper into the house of Moresque and also this Turkish house. These guys have powerful fragrances. I can tell this is going to be a powerhouse. I do want to revisit some Pantheon Roma fragrances as well. And Royal Incense will be another one. A meaty fragrance. Can you smell me, bro? Can you smell me? Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate it. I don't think they can click it, unfortunately, on the screen, but I'll make it available in the description. If you just follow my link tree, I'll place my link tree as the first link from now on in the descriptions. So you click that, it's got the links to everything, especially if you're on mobile. So easy. And it would be the last, in the last section, it'll say join the Discord. Yeah, meaty. That was funny. That was a good one, comical. It's nice to have you here. I appreciate all the super chats, man. God bless you. Seriously. It means a lot to me. I don't care about the amount. The gestures means a lot. I appreciate you guys. All of you guys. I appreciate you guys. Seriously. You guys mean the world to me. I mean, yeah. What about Taif Al-Imarat? What about it? Is Sultani worth it? I do think it's worth it. Sultani, once upon a time, was never for less than $250 to get it from the States. I'm honestly proud and happy that while getting into the space, I was able to talk to a lot of these discounters that have it now, and they were able to source it at much cheaper because of that. And I'm happy ultimately for all of us. Diddy Oil, I've got only 1,000 bottles, but don't tell anyone. Oh, you could click it? That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. There's a new Zemaya with caramel and vanilla called Anhar Dune. So excited. Awesome. Sounds good. Just caramel and vanilla? Shit. Tribal Gold gives you about 6 hours. Dubai Amethyst? By who? I'll send 99 cents next time. Yes. A Tej. I haven't jumped into brain farting. Sorry, man. I need calories. I'm thinking about buying Taif Al-Imarat. Get T17. It smells like honey, tobacco, dates, sexy. Oh my God. T17. Non-alcoholic, but this shit lasts all day. All day. Buy it wherever it's cheapest, but luluatalmusk.com has it, and you can save by using aromatics. Buy it wherever it's cheaper. Blueberry musk, 10 out of 10, he says. I would say so. I love it. Ajaib Dubai, the normal one. The black one, I don't really care for it, but I think that is a clone of that coffee fragrance as well. There you go. For the, I think it was you, wasn't it, Comical, that was looking for a milky coffee? I think that one is. I don't have one on Tomboy. Or Toy Boy. I don't really like Toy Boy, honestly. It's too much of a sour rose. I need some brain oud for real. I need some brain oud. Ma'allim perfumes. I haven't tried them. Yeah, Ma'allim. Imagination. Imagination smells like five-star hotel lobbies. Actually, no. Terre d'Hermes. It depends on what region you're in. Terre d'Hermes, Eau Vetiver Intense. God bless you, Gage. Likewise, brother. What Roja? Was that last one? What Roja? The one that I bought? The last one? Amber Oud. It's a part of this week's wearing. And by the way, everything that I wear, I do have a series here. You guys see everything that I wear. I make it into an interesting video. Rating random or popular fragrances, depending on what is in it. And are they worth it? Shit like that. Because I made it a thing for me, bro. Like from here on out, moving like for the foreseeable future, and God willing, for the length of the channel, I'm going to be wearing a fragrance every day. So those videos are always going to include different fragrances. And I usually wear like 10 a week. It's only 7 days, but I wear 10 a week. Some are scrubbers, some don't last, some, you know. I couldn't get into Oolong Cha. Maybe I need to revisit. Atomic Rose or French Portrait? Atomic Rose, more naturalistic for me. But French Portrait is so strong, and it's more of like this patchouli earth. There's a meat fragrance note on Fragrantica. Are you serious? Hold on. What the fudge? There's an actual, and the fragrance is called Starfish and Coffee. It's a sample too. The picture is a sample. Check it out, guys. It's Starfish and Coffee by Ganache Parfums. It's got meat, sea salt, maple sap, butterscotch, coffee, strawberry. Ew. Watch people vote. Like, people are like, it smells like Sauvage Elixir. That's funny. Hairstylist recommended Nishani's E to my girl. That actually smells good, but as it dries, it smells weird. Also, another one, Karagoz. Kargoz. Designer, but niche level stuff. Think about blind buying Saffron Colonis. I do think I've tried it, but it was not something that I liked. But I don't remember. I don't remember exactly, bro. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm tapped out. Scent of the night is this. I gave it a 9.5. Just for familiarity, we're gonna bump it down to a 9.25. Did I give it a 10? Let's give it a 9.25 because it does remind me a lot of Naxos, but my God, it's strong and it smells amazing. Smells amazing. Yeah, 9.25. If it lasts, that's the only factor right now, is if it lasts. If it doesn't last, it'll dock down depending on how the performance is. So if it's like 4 hours, it's going to go down to like an 8. Or maybe not even. I mean, because if it's good and it doesn't last. But if it gives me like, you know, above average, around 6 to 9, it might take another dock to like an 8.75 to a 9, maybe a 9, because we have Nexus. If it gives me more than that, shit, it'll stay at a 9.25. So we'll see. And during the wearing, I'll find the differences, etc. So would I recommend Irwa over Rifaqat Adorn? Smell and performance. Well, Irwa is relatively new, so it's not giving me that crazy of a performance. And then over Rifaqat Adorn is good, but I don't think the longevity is all that good either. I think just in the beginning, it's very explosive. But yeah, Irwa is the best quality. Just right now, it's not giving me the most performance. I'm letting it sit for now to see. Jezzy, I go every week, bro. I go every week. I do the fade on my beard sometimes myself. That's why it looks so botched. But thank you, bro. God bless you. Thank you for the positive vibes and the compliment, bro. Love you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. The Oud and Ishq Shuyukh Gold, Godzilla mode. Ishq Shuyukh Gold. Oh yeah, the baby cat clone. It's really good. I wish there was a cologne that smells like poverty. Wow, bro. God bless you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And stay well, stay blessed. And until the next live stream, peace.